Hey!
Welcome back to ShaiHannahGans.
I don't know. We're going to be answering questions that people asked us on Instagram. So, yeah, we got quite a few and we're excited to be answering them because they're like unexpected, I guess.
Yeah.
Some of them.
Yeah.
So. Yay!
Alright, so, first question, or I guess
yes.
first group of questions.
Yes, so Lisa from the Joni Girls, her Instagram is Knittenkins, and she asked several questions, and the first one is, what's your favorite snow cone flavor?
I mean, growing up when I was like, you know, little res girl, I was always just like, I want the red one. Whatever the red one was, that's what I liked. But I think nowadays, if I were to be getting a red snow cone, I would be getting like a cherry, something like that. If we were going somewhere bougie, like Bahama Bucks in, you know, Phoenix or whatever, I'd get like something tropical, like a mango, pineapple, or, you know.
Yeah. Same thing. Like, I always gravitated towards the red one
because it makes your lips red. When you're little, you're like, ooh,
yeah. And then as I grew up, I kind of mixed like the red one, which is usually cherry, and with like the blue raspberry. I mix the two, and that's like my go-to when I go back home and I see like snow cone stands. I'm like, yes, give it to me. For Bahama Bucks, I'm super basic. I get like the black cherry flavor, nothing too different.
For Piccadilly flavor, A. I like black cherry.
Dang. But yeah, and she also asked, what's your favorite colored lippy product?
Well, this is easy for me. I love reds, like bright reds. I'm not wearing my favorite one right now, but pretty much kind of same color. It's a little bit more matte. It's the Too Faced matte liquid lipstick in Lady Balls. It is my go-to red. It's my go-to, like, I just wear it all the time.
I have a hard time because it depends on my mood, and I feel like that's what a lot of people say, but it really does depend on my mood. But I do gravitate towards the reds. I think that's like one of the first ones, like growing up, I like always wanted was red. And you can never have too many reds. I swear to, like, I don't know, Sephora, like you can have like multiple reds and they're all different shades no matter what. So if people question you, like, you already have a red, no you don't, like you don't have that red. So
you never know how they're gonna be. Like this one I'm trying out, and it's not mattifying like the other one I like I love the matte look. I mean this kind of shinier one, it's growing on me today, but yeah, they're all different. You never know how the formulas are going to work, or how, you know, long they last, or if they can last through like
a burrito.
Yeah, or like a pickle.
Yes.
I tested.
Yes.
This is a testing fact.
Yes.
I'm like, can this outlast a pickle?
Oh my gosh, yes. But I would have to say my top favorites would be anything by Kat Von D, just because her products are incredible, especially like the shimmer veils, like the top coats. Oh, the glitter. Oh, girl, I love those. I love like a black lipstick. I've been getting into that. Any reds, and I don't know. I like to use drugstore brands and high ends. Like whatever is just like in front of me, I'll just grab and pick up. It's not like I have to use a specific brand like all the time. Alrighty, so the next one is, what's your favorite Joni Girls song?
Oh my god. We were talking about this earlier and we're like, we love them all. Like, how are we gonna be like, just this one is my favorite?
It's really hard because I feel like just their new album that they released, like as a whole, it's just like a really good experience.
Yeah.
And
and we were at their show last week at the punk party during gatherings, and we just had a blast. Like, just listening to the songs again, it was just like kind of nostalgic.
Yes.
And we were just like wanting to go back to that. And
I know. I keep like rewatching the little clips I took of their show, and I'm just like, I want to go back to that night. It was so amazing to see them like perform again too. They're so good. So I don't know. Like we were saying, like Somehow was really good. Louis is really good too. Skoden, of course.
But I think I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Somehow.
Yeah, that for sure. I would have to do Somehow too.
It's tough. I mean, I like Becky's guitar solo and Skoden, or like the guitar in it.
Mm-hmm.
I just like Somehow the overall arrangement. I love you. I don't know. I'm going with Somehow.
Yeah. Because we're just somehow.
We're just all somehow.
We're just all somehow.
We relate.
And Lisa's next question is, what's your ideal pizza? Like if you were to make any kind of pizza without like any limitations, what would you put on it?
When I get to choose my own pizza, I like to do, it kind of depends on what I'm feeling that day. Sometimes I want like a thick crust, sometimes I like the thin crust. Mm-hmm. But for the most part, besides the crust, I like when there's marinara sauce, and then there's a little bit of pesto sauce, and then mozzarella, Parmesan, the fresh mozzarella, basil, mushrooms. How about you?
I'm super basic. I enjoy a thick crust with the marinara, the cheese, and I love pepperoni. But I love the pepperoni when it's like super crisp, like on the edges.
Oh yeah.
And it's like crunch, and you're like, ooh yeah. And it's just like, but yeah. Next question is, who are your celebrity crushes? The one that I always go to is Garrett Hedlund. He played Tron, the newer one, and he was also in Four Brothers. He was in Country Strong. But that's like my always go to.
She's all smacking her lips.
But also, you know, like the whole Marvel, like all those men's. Even like Scarlett Johansson, she's beautiful.
She's babe.
She is babe. And Wonder Woman. She's dope too. There's a lot. I mean, like everyone's looking good, you know.
I think for me, I definitely am about Adam Rodriguez. I love me some Mark Ruffalo. I also, I think this one's because of one of my favorite movies growing up. I just like always like had this like little crush for Dumont Montgomery. So yeah.
Jay Hernandez. He just popped up in my head. It's all my go-tos.
I could be down with The Rock.
Oh my god, Dwayne Johnson! Oh my gosh. How did I not remember that? He's The Rock. Like, how can you not? Honestly. Okay. What do you order from Starbucks? Oh well. Mama has 2 drinks today because she was just feeling it. But Jared and Shayna got me addicted to coffee. Before, I was just addicted to their black tea lemonade sweetened from Starbucks. But Jared and Shayna got me addicted to like iced lattes, and they're super good. Specifically the soy blonde lattes, but they didn't have it at the one we went to, so it's just a regular latte, but it's good.
When I get a coffee, it kind of depends on how tired I am, but for the most part, I usually just get an iced Americano or a hot Americano. Otherwise, I'll get a soy latte. For my teas, though, I get green tea peach lemonades, unsweetened. It's bomb.
So good.
It's my jam.
But yeah.
And then we love the chocolate croissants.
Oh my god, chocolate croissants. There was 1 month where
they were just like always out.
They were just like, oh, sorry, we're out. And we're just like,
how are they always out?
We went like I think it was a whole month where they're just like, sorry, we're out. We're like, what happened to them?
Yeah, and there was like a time when we were there like first thing in the morning at like 8 a.m. or whatever. And we're like, there's no way you ran out. Like, you're just not making it.
Yeah, like, come on, you guys.
But it's back and we ran over.
Don't worry, we're good. Her last question is, what's your favorite OXDX design?
This is a tough one.
Yeah, Shayna's been with OXDX since like the beginning, so she knows like all of them. And I've only been with them for like a good year, and I only know like the current ones and like some of the future ones, which I adore, but we have to wait till later to like talk about them. But I would say my favorite one, like always, is my Grown Up Navajo collab tee.
You should see her shirt.
I know, I got it when, so you guys had the fall release in a couple years ago, and that sold out. I was able to get it at the show, and then like you guys like restocked, and I got it like a couple months later or something like that, and I got it, and girl, it is like starting to crack and just like fade. It's black, so it's like super faded, and it's just like unraveling because I wear it all the time.
Like, it looks like she's had it for like 10 plus years.
Yeah, because I just love it so much. Like, Jared, first of all, is incredible with his design skills and his artistry, and then a collab with one of my other favorite people, Jacqueline. Like, I was just like, yes, and I love it, and I just need to like stock up on that design like whenever we restock, because it's gonna be my forever jam. Yeah.
I'll say a couple because there's.
You can say 3 because you guys have had several designs. So
so definitely Misrep, our Misrep tee. So yeah, Misrep, and then the Smithsonian design that he did, and I'm gonna go with the crowd favorite that when you see it, you know it's OXDX. The Native Americans discovered Columbus. Oh, I'm actually wearing it. But yeah, jeez, that was tough.
Yeah, thank you, Lisa, for all those awesome questions.
Those are good.
You apparently had us shook on some.
Yeah.
So thank you. And so Denise, my pal from high school, she asked us some questions, and her first one is, what was your first impressions of each other? What was it for? Oh, so they had a show at the Heard Museum, and I had to do makeup for the models, and we started getting ready at Jared's old house, and I think that was the first time I met Shayna. And actually Shayna gave me a ride to the Heard Museum, like, because we had to like transition over there, and I was just like super nervous. I was like, oh my gosh, like, like, because you know, like, someone's best friend, they give you like the approval type thing, you know? Like, okay, this girl is cool. So I was just trying to be like, but when I got in her car, I was like, she loves Star Wars and I love Star Wars. Like, oh my gosh. And I don't know like what made us like click, but it was like a gradual thing. I don't know, because we only saw each other a couple of times until like we saw each other consistently, and during like the shows, like it's just so fast paced and everyone's busy, like you don't really get to talk with one another. And so, but I was super nervous to meet her, and I was just like, oh my gosh, like I can't mess up whatsoever. Shayna is here, like but it wasn't like you know, it was like I just wanted to be accepted. I was nervous. So, but yeah, it was a good nervous, I guess.
Oh, that's cute. She's never said that. Well, I definitely remember meeting you at the Heard as well. I mean, for that show. I know. I remember Jared telling me like who you were and that you worked with him before. But but like like you said, everyone was busy and stuff, so I was like taking care of things on this side while you were doing makeup and stuff. But I do remember when we got to the herd, you were like doing makeup on people there, and you like started playing music and stuff, and I was like, yeah, like, all right, I can do this. And then I was just like, doing stuff over here, and then she starts singing, and I was like, I'm like, who is this? Where? Like, broke my neck. But anyway, I was like, all right, she cool. And then, so then like after that, because one of my cousins was in the show, and then, just people that have worked with us before, and I just like seeing their makeup and stuff, and I was like, wow, like this is so cool, like this is awesome that, to have a Navajo like makeup artist and someone who like obviously has my same playlist, because like I was shook, like I couldn't, like I was just crazy. But yeah, so I remember being like, she got a voice. she like has good music taste, and yeah, she was like dancing, like she wasn't like, for people who don't know, Hannah's actually a little shy, and I would have never guessed that from meeting her the first time. Like, I'm super shy. Like, I won't sing in front of people I don't know. Or I won't, like, there's a lot of things that I wouldn't do that she did. That she did. And then she was like, I'm super shy. I'm like, no, you're not. But anyway, yeah. So I remember just being like, yeah, she's confident. Like, I like it.
Oh my gosh.
And she still is. Like, she's younger than me, but I look up to her for a lot of stuff. And I'm just like,
don't make me cry. This is a waterproof. Oh my god. Oh my god. We'll be right back. Oh my god. That's so amazing. Denise, that was a good question. Denise also wants to know, what was it about each other that confirmed you two were gonna be friends for Evs?
F is for friends who do so together. U is for you and me. N is for anywhere, anytime. Here in the deep blue sea. First of all, she knows that song. We know that song.
Oh man.
I mean, there's so much. There's so much we have in common. It's crazy that we're like different people.
People ask us all the time if we're sisters
and twins.
Yeah,
twins.
They start off like, "Are you guys twins?" And we're like, "No." Like we answer in unison. We're like, "No."
And then we have the same laugh. We're like,
and then like they'll say, "Oh, are you guys like sisters?" And we're like, "No." And then they're like, "Are you related?" We're like, "No." And so I don't know, like, what? Confirmed. It was just like a gradual thing, I think. Like every time we saw each other, like we learned something new about one another, and we got like super comfortable with one another as well. And I think that was great because working in this business, it's like you need someone there, like to like just like, hey, you good? Okay, you good? All right, cool. Just checking on you. And so just like our little like comedic things, I don't know, we have like the same humor.
Yeah.
And so like when we're like places, it's just, I don't know. It just works.
We can say things to each other and just like know, like we're on the same page.
Yeah. Or like we'll be across the room and just be like,
yeah,
like look at each other. Yeah, we're like, we're just like something really weird. It's been a good time.
Yeah, it's been fun.
Alrighty, thanks Denise for those awesome questions. You made us cry and tear up. Okay,
next question
is from Leandria. She's modeled for us before and she's a goddess. She would like to know, if money was not a factor, where would you like to go to vacation?
Okay, if money weren't a factor, if money were not a factor, for a place that I have not been yet, I would want to go to Spain. Just the culture, the people, the food, everything is so beautiful. And I remember learning about Spain. I don't know what it was, but I just had my heart set on going there. For places that I have been already that I would like to go again, I would like to go to Italy. I mean, I've been to Paris, but it was literally for an hour. I want to go to Italy and to have some authentic pasta, some authentic Italian food. Also Hawaii. I was there with my family for like a week, and everything is just amazing. The people, the food, like just the water, everything there. The whole trip was just amazing. Everyone's so welcoming. And then also Disney, because Disney is amazing.
Disney. You have to go there.
Yes, staying at the Disney California Resort. Oh my gosh. Forever. And then like have your special entrance to the park. Yeah, so those are my money winner factor.
Yeah. Mine's the exact same answers. Slightly different reasons a little bit. I want to go to Spain just because I was a fine arts major I was in high school, in college at ASU, and so when you're a fine arts major, you learn like a bunch of like art history, and I was super fascinated by the Renaissance period, specifically the Baroque period, and just the drama and the lighting and everything like attracted me to that time period, and like majority of it is in Spain, and I just want to go there to see all the art, and of course for the food too, like yes. If I could go anywhere that I've been before, it would be Hawaii as well. I was able to go to Hawaii with my family in January. Yeah, in January for a week for my cousin's wedding, but it was kind of like super fast paced, just because like of it, like the wedding stuff, you know, you gotta get ready for it.
And you were the photographer, so it was like
yeah,
go.
Yeah, and I did the bride's makeup too, so it was just like a constant like we have to do this and this and this. So I would take my family back there just to like give them time to be like chill, and eat all the spam you want, because spam is life. And of course Disney, just because Disney is amazing and it's always a good time.
Yes.
So yeah, that's that question. And favorite book, movie, album you would take with you on your vacation?
My favorite book I would take would be Wicked, based off of the Broadway musical. Definitely something I can read over and over. I would love to take like the Harry Potter series, but that's not just one book. So for a book I would do Wicked. For movie,
yeah.
I would choose My Best Friend's Wedding. I can watch that all the time. And then album, I would have to go with Regina Spektor. I love all her music. I just love the piano. She plays and sings at the same time, and they're just all so different. So I would go with one of her albums. But yeah, so that's what I would choose. Now your turn.
Great choices. Books. Earlier I said I don't really read, which is true. I've been wanting to read, so if you have any book recommendations, put them down below. Movies. If I'm taking like my family, we really love like Fun with Dick and Jane. It's just like a hilarious movie, and every time it's like on TV, like we have to watch it.
The Jim Carrey.
Yeah, it's just hilarious. Everything about it. And album, Bruno Mars, like hands down, because
carrot magic in the air.
Yeah. Or like his song Chunky off his latest album, like. His latest album I would take, because one, I love it, and my family can go hard on that album. Like my whole family loves Bruno Mars. So yeah, that's what I would take.
Awesome.
So thank you, Leandria, for those awesome questions. Now we're gonna move on to Jaron. He goes by YaziJaron143 on Instagram. His first question is, how can someone be part of OXDX?
question.
Yeah, there's various ways. I mean,
it depends on how you're interested in being involved.
Yes, because you can like be involved like as a model, because we do a lot of shoots and we do a lot of like model calls. And so if you ever see the opportunity, and if you ever just want to slay or something, show up, then come be a model. Like, we love photographing different people, like of different sizes and backgrounds and whatnot. So there's that. We're going to be providing internships. So those are different levels as well, like for business management, photography, digital arts,
screen
printing, and just like kind of like little bits and pieces. So definitely apply for those once you see those put out. And then like we go and sell in person quite often, and I think that's
especially during Powwow season.
Yeah, so that's picking up. If you just want to hang out at the booth with us, like, then do it.
Come say hi.
Come say hi, because it's always just the three of us, and as much as we enjoy each other's company, we always like welcome other people, because, you know, like, yeah, we're silly, we're dorky, we're most likely quoting SpongeBob, reenacting vines or something, or just doing silly stuff like most of the time. So we enjoy like
99.9% of the time.
Yeah, for sure. And if you want to like come pick on Jared with us, like, come to the booth. Any other?
I think that's it.
Yeah, just like, or if you just want to hang out with us like at our office in Tempe, we don't mind that as well. Like, we'll go get lunch with you, and if you want coffee, we could go get coffee.
So if you're in Tempe, just let us know. Make sure we're there, because we travel a lot.
Yeah. Don't just come by and be like, where are they? They're liars. Just kidding.
But yeah, so we like meeting new people.
Yeah.
And, come say hi to us.
Yeah. His next question is, what is the most expensive clothing item you have?
Well, we like to bargain shop.
Yes.
We check those clearance racks. We go to thrifting. Like, we went thrifting today.
Yes.
We a little cheap,
Yeah.
but we're not ashamed.
Yeah, I mean, like, it's a good find if you find like a really awesome lightly used shirt or whatever for like 75% off the original price. Like, that's a steal. And usually most of the time what I wear, t-shirt and jeans. Like, I don't really need anything else other than that. But I think if I would have to pinpoint it, I think the most I've spent on a clothing item is probably $40. But yeah, I think so. I don't even know what that item is. It's probably like a dress or something, or a jacket. I'm not really sure.
Yeah, I think mine is a jacket too. Thinking back, I remember that maroon jacket I bought at Target.
Oh yeah.
That was actually kind of up there for me.
I was like, treat yourself.
She's always whispering that. Like, wherever we are, she's like, treat yourself. Treat yourself. She like comes out of nowhere. Even if we're not shopping with her, like I'll be by myself at Target and I hear Hannah. And I'm just like, wait.
I'm just forever fluttering around. I'm like, Hannah, no. Oh my God.
But yeah, and then the other thing would be my sweater I got from my Wicked sweater, the one I got from the show.
Yeah, but that's definitely worth it.
Definitely worth it. Like, I didn't even ask how much it was.
She just went there, she saw it.
I was just like, dude, I got my size. They did, and I was like,
okay,
take my money.
She just blacked out.
I did,
and then she came back.
Then I was like, beso, and then
yes. Oh my gosh, awesome. Last question, or they're just interested, or why am I struggling? What our clans are, because we're Navajo, and so as a Navajo you have clans that identify you as a person, where you're from, where you come from, who you are, basically.
That's how you find out how you're related to people, and who you can and cannot date. I'm just kidding. Anywho, Ja, ShaiHannahGans in Asia, my Dashkis in the Slink, Asha Bashichin, Torachini Dashache, Dashanella, Doge Victor Nasha.
Okay, ja, Hannah Manuelito in Asia, sit not in the Slink, Lizasana Bashichi, Torachini Dashache, Ashiha Dashanella. I live in Chandler, Arizona, and I'm originally from Ganado, Arizona.
But yeah, so those are our clans. Let us know if we related.
I'm sure we got fam out there.
Yeah,
for sure.
Yeah, everybody is like Torachini's always on there somewhere.
That she had to.
Yeah, but I'm usually holla all my mutties out there.
Just kidding.
Anyway, thank you everyone for your questions. This was fun. It was a nice little bonding. And, yeah, it was fun. We will do another one of these kind of down the road later.
Yeah.
So yeah, thank you for submitting questions. If you have any other questions, I guess let us know down below. We'll throw it into some of our other videos. But thank you for all the love and support so far. We're just like overwhelmed and just amazed.
Yes.
And
truly.
Clearly no words can.
Every day we are shook.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my god. And we just look at each other like, oh my god. Or you hear one of us screaming from the other room.
Yeah.
We're like, oh my god, this happened! Someone commented! And we're just like, ah! It's like, it's exciting. We're thrilled. We're thankful too. So thank you so much, you guys.
And we'll see you next time.
Yes.
Next video.
Bye.